Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip ready trivia quiz made to be played while riding in your car. Today's episode, Brainy Tuesday, number 31. This is episode number 616. It is a Brainy Tuesday, so the questions will be difficult. It's also a pit stop quiz, so the questions are shorter and the answers come faster. The name of the game today is Speed. Good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. What American author became popular with the 1950 collection of stories titled The Martian Chronicles and his 1951 novel, The Illustrated Man? His name, Ray Bradbury. Question number 2. In mathematics, what is the term for the reciprocal of the cosine that is defined as the ratio of the hypotenuse to the side adjacent to a given angle in a right triangle? The reciprocal of the cosine is a secant. Question number 3. What South American nation owns the Juan Fernandez Islands, the San Felix Islands, and San Ambrosia Island located in the eastern Pacific Ocean? The answer is Chile. Question number 4. Part of the Greater Antilles. What is the name of the large island in the Caribbean which contains the nation of Haiti as well as the Dominican Republic? That is the island of Hispaniola. Question number 5. What is the term given to the cooking technique in which the food, usually a type of meat, is kept moist by spooning or brushing with its own juice or some type of sauce or marinade? If you're doing that to a piece of meat, you are basting it. Basting is the answer. Question number 6. In what popular 1889 work by Mark Twain does the reader meet the character Hank Morgan, a mechanic who experiences a fantastic journey through time? The answer is a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. Question number 7. What future U.S. president was sent to France as a foreign minister during the administration of Thomas Jefferson, where he helped to negotiate the Louisiana Purchase? That future president was James Monroe. Question number 8. Best known as a poet, who wrote the 1935 drama Murder in the Cathedral that portrays the assassination of Archbishop Thomas Becket in Canterbury Cathedral? Murder in the Cathedral was written by T.S. Eliot. Question number 9. What is the term used in science to describe a substance, usually metal, which can be pressed or hammered or shaped very thin without breaking? If a substance is this way, it is malleable. Malleable is the answer. Question number 10. What prolific 20th century American composer wrote the songs Over There, You're a Grand Old Flag, and Give My Regards to Broadway? The answer is George Cohan. Question 11. The shortest phase of the process In what phase of mitosis in a human cell do the chromosomes separate and move to opposite ends of the cell? The phase that we're looking for is called anaphase. Question number 12. What king in Greek mythology was punished for cheating death twice by being forced to roll an immense boulder up a hill, only for it to roll down every time it neared the top, repeating this for eternity? That is the story of Sisyphus. Question 13. What herb, a member of the mint family, is a good source of beta-carotene and is an ingredient of many tomato-based dishes such as pizza and spaghetti sauces? The herb we're looking for is called basil. Question 14. What famed literary character was killed off in the 1893 story The Final Problem when he and his nemesis both plunged over the Reichenbach Falls? The answer is Sherlock Holmes. Question 15. Often confused with lava, what geology term is given to molten or semi-molten natural material which exists under the Earth's surface? Lava is on top of the surface and magma is under the surface. Magma. Question 16. What is the name for the set of lines with wavelengths longer than 400 nanometers and shorter than 700 nanometers in the visible part of the spectrum of atomic hydrogen? That's why it's Brainy Tuesday. They are called the Balmer lines. Question number 17. An electrical circuit has a total resistance of 8 ohms. If the current through the circuit is 2 amperes, what is the voltage of that circuit? Eight ohms, 2 amperes. The answer is 16 volts. Question number 18. What 1966 Truman Capote novel was based on the true story of 2 men who brutally murdered the Clutter family in Holcomb, Kansas in 1959? That novel was called In Cold Blood. Question number 19. Sinkholes and caverns are a characteristic of such an area. What is the major type of rock found in a region which is described as having karst topography? The primary rock in a region like that is limestone. And question 20, a leader of the pop art movement in the mid-20th century, what is the name of the American artist who created the work Campbell's Soup Cans? That was a very popular piece by Andy Warhol. All right, that wraps up the first 20 questions for today's quiz. There is a question 21 tiebreaker coming up in just a second if you need to stick around for that. I know today's quiz was difficult. It was already a Brainy Tuesday, and then when you make it a pit stop and you do shorter questions and faster answers, it gets even harder. So hopefully you did a good job today. At the very least, hopefully you enjoyed today's quiz. And now it's time for the question 21 tiebreaker. Whoever gets closest to the correct number is going to win the point. You don't have to be right on, you just have to be the closest. Playing by standard tennis rules, What is the minimum number of points which a player must win to win a set? Just take a guess if you don't know. What is the minimum number of points which a player must win to win a set? The correct answer is 24. You need 4 points to win a game, 6 games to win a set, so the minimum number is 24. You don't have to get it right on. Whoever got closest to 24 wins the point. If after question 20 there was a tie, whoever just won that point just won the whole game. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next trip.